Well, what a great time to be following the great game. The first day, it's what we wait for throughout the close season, and we are thrilled to have you on board no matter where on the planet you may be joining us from. English football is back. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Well, this, of course, amongst the most anticipated of all the opening days across the continent. The English game synonymous with entertainment and unpredictability and sheer excitement.
It's a league that genuinely has not just 4 or 5, but maybe even 6 potential contenders, Peter. And with everyone capable of beating anyone on their day, there really is no outstanding favourite. As for where my allegiances lie, I'm...
Haaland! Andreas Pereira. It's deckled over Reed. Oh, good spread. Poor pass that, sloppy. Andreas Pereira. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Reed. Danilo. Gundogan. And it's Salah. And it's Conte. Now Foden. Ream. Willian. Robinson. Van Dijk. It's intense, this pressure from the front. Conte. De Bruyne. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's De Bruyne. Tete does really well to win the ball there. Reed, played out towards the right wing. So what can they make of this? Tete. Reed. Reed! And the keeper passes the test.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Van Dijk. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Ruben Dias. And it's Conte. That's Thiago Silva. Ruben Dias. And it's Conte. Foden. For Conte. Andreas Pereira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Ream. Andreas Pereira. Now it's Willian. Andreas Pereira over to the other side. And Wilson. Reed. And it's Tete. And out to safety. Out to the left it goes. Clears it out of harm's way. That'll be a throw-in. Conte. Thiago Silva. Ball played for Conte. And it's Gundogan. Danilo. And it's Gundogan. Now Foden. Van Dijk. And it's Thiago Silva. Ruben Dias. And it's Thiago Silva. Reed. He's having a go! And for a moment, time stood still.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
It's out of play for a goal kick. Willian. Reed. Reed. Over to the left. Lovely ball into space. Robinson looking to hit the byline here. Willian. And that's been levered clear. Ream gets it back. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, and despite the scoreline, it's clear who the better side is when it comes to chances. If this is the trend that's going to continue, then there's only going to be one winner here, and I don't think it's going to take too much improvement for it to happen.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Now Reed. Out to the right. Wilson. Andreas Pereira. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Mohamed Salah gets his pass away. Robinson gets over and intercepts. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Willian. Robinson. Wilson. Oh, this is a great... Can he put it away? Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Willian plays it short. And he's heaved it away. Andreas Pereira. Now it's Wilson. Mohamed Salah. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Now it's Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! Now, who's going to be first to this?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Adrabayo. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Tete. Wilson. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Danilo. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Haaland. No, he's had it nicked away from him. Now it's Mitrovic. Played out to the left flank. No, he's just misjudged that one. And it's hoisted clear. Andreas Pereira. Looking to break out here. Foden. Fulham can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Tete. Thiago Silva. And it's Van Dijk. Ball is over the line. Fulham are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Danilo. For Conte. Looks to go up and over. Haaland!
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Looking here to chip it through. And the defence can get it clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Danilo cuts it out. Spread out to the left. Robinson.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Mohamed Salah. Decent hit! Now that is commitment to the cause. Cleared away.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
A heavy challenge. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, great chance! And he's there to get it away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. And this game was an extremely clean one. Not a single card has been shown. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here, points of access hard to come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates, but regardless of that, there's a great feel here and much excitement for the game ahead. So what a stage for the players to take to here. The referee's awarded a free kick. Danilo. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. No, he's had it nicked away from him. Besiktas have a free kick. Oh, good stop, it had to be. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And it's lofted through here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Back in once more. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Son Heung-min. Just eases him off the ball. Konsa. McGinn. Oh, a delicate chip through. Ah, it's been intercepted. He is through here. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. No, the ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. And he skips past his man. Gets away from his opponent. Plenty of room for the... He's had a hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the follow-up. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Gundogan. No goals as yet. And it's Thiago Silva. Alisson sends that a long way. Oh, he's managed to pinch it off him. Traore. Lobbed in behind. Can he get onto this? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Shifted upfield. Son Heung-min. He's shifting through the gears here. Danilo. Watkins. Over to the left. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Thiago Silva can get it clear. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Stands up to him well and emerges with the ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's got away. Ruben Dias gets good distance on it. Ashley Young tries the cross. Son Heung-min. And it's Danilo. He's left his man. Danilo carries the ball down the right. Turns and goes back. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Traore. No, he's taken off it, that's really well played. Buendia, good purposeful running this. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's McGinn. Ruben Diaz attempts a clearance. Oh, they can break here. And the first half is done. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So your views on the first half?
Besiktas have been playing relatively well from what I've witnessed. Good movement and the ball retention has been quite strong and it's led to a few chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment and it's fixable.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Ashley Young, Traore. And they've got a throw. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. And here's Ashley Young. He's found a way through. Well, he is the type of character who rises to this sort of challenge, and he will be back for more. Conte.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Douglas Luiz. Oh, good spread. Traore. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Now the counter. Threads one in. Haaland. He is through here. Nice physical challenge. Now it's Watkins. Out to the right. Traore in acres of space out wide. Pressure stays on. It is a corner.
649.
Up to meet it. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Nice little ball through. This might spell to... And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Conte. And it's Danilo. And the ball is out of play. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Substitution on the field. Number 9. Coming on the field is number 30.
Well, there's the clearance. Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz. Played towards the other side. it's Buendia. And the counter is on. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
De Bruyne with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. And that has been cleared. Gets away from his opponent, chance to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. It's a promising position.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Watkins. Douglas Luiz. Played out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. And the ball's a good one here. And a second time! And he's really put himself on the line here. They've played it short. Now here's the delivery. Poor pass that, sloppy. He could be in here. Gets his pass away. Gundogan.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, that's well spotted. Thinks one through. Oh, great header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
Oh, great run, magical! He's got away. And they can counter here. Fiddles it through. He's through here. Now it's Watkins. Can he put it away? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Cleared away. And that was the final act of the game. A nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. Well, a frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge. And it has finished goalless. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here, points of access hard to come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates, but regardless of that, there's a great feel here and much excitement for the game ahead. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages, one of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Haaland. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Spread out to the left. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think Ward-Prowse will have a key role, Peter. He will undoubtedly be asked to set the tempo. He's someone who we've known about since his early days. He did fade for a little while, but he's back stronger than ever now, and he's showing a lot more snap, more personality, more assertion, and central midfield is certainly his best role.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Ward-Prowse.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Chip through. He is through here. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Danilo. And it's Son Heung-min. And it's Danilo. Haaland. Gundogan. And here's De Bruyne. So what can they make of this? And it's lofted through here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Conte. Ruben Dias. Approaching the half-hour mark. For Thiago Silva. Ruben Dias. Keeper's got good distance on that. Driving on and making good progress. It's a pretty loose pass. Ward-Prowse. Over to the left. And it's Ward-Prowse. Walker-Peters. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Alisson punts it upfield. De Bruyne gives his colleague a guilty look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's been levered clear. Danilo. Another throw-in. Fiddles it through. Oh, great play! And that was very necessary. Defenders on the back foot. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Well, he acknowledges that he should. And it's half-time here. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
Here we go again then.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
It's Salah! And it's a goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Besiktas get themselves into the lead.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Gently done. Conte. Ruben Dias. And it's Gundogan. Now Gundogan. Danilo. And it's Conte. And here's Mohamed Salah. Towering header! Oh, it's come loose. That's going to go a long way.
Substitution in progress.
Out to the right. Poor pass that, sloppy. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Thiago Silva. 60 minutes played. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Ward-Prowse.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Ruben Dias. Played back to the goalkeeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. No way through there. De Bruyne. Plays a sharp little ball here. In with a header! And he's heaved it away. Danilo. And the ball is out of play. Southampton have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Substitution.
Ruben Diaz gets across to intercept that. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Besiktas are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Substitution taking place.
Ruben Diaz with the clearance. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Gundogan. Ruben Diaz. And it's Thiago Silva. Alisson sends that a long way. Ball played for Conte. And it's Danilo.
Besiktas clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's found a way through.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Conte. Oh, good read. Gets his pass away. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There's the hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And the counter is on. Looking for the runner. And he's picked out the run. Now, that's a fine challenge. And there goes the final whistle. Besiktas, hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. Mohamed Salah claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.